Welcome to the channel of In Solidum Lawyers, your reliable source of advice on personal data protection. In the digital age, the management and protection of all personal data have become a matter of utmost importance. Today, we will explore how the organic law of personal data protection and its general regulation in Ecuador seek to safeguard our rights. We will address consent, use, storage, and the rights you have as a data subject. Prepare to clear your doubts and strengthen your digital security. Each time you register on a website, download an application, or make online purchases, you are providing significant personal information. This act makes informed consent a crucial element in the protection of your personal data. According to the Organic Law of Personal Data Protection in Ecuador, informed consent does not grant companies the unconditional right to use your information. Instead, it requires a conscious, voluntary, and well-informed choice on how and why your personal data will be processed. The relevance of informed consent focuses on its preventive role against unauthorized access to your personal information. This principle ensures that only parties authorized by you can handle your information, thus preserving your privacy and giving you control over your own data. The absence of proper consent exposes you to high risk as the misuse of information, the reception of invasive advertising, and possible infringements on your privacy. The Ecuadorian legislation emphasizes that consent must be fully informed, meaning you must be clearly aware of the purpose and scope in which your data will be used. Informed consent is essential because it grants you decision-making autonomy, functioning not only as a fundamental right, but also a mechanism of protection and respect towards the individual's autonomy in the digital domain. In conclusion, informed consent serves as a defensive measure that safeguards your right to privacy, ensuring that your personal information is processed on your terms. It constitutes the cornerstone of a trust-based relationship between you and the entities managing your data, contributing to a safer and more ethical digital environment. With this knowledge on the importance of informed consent, we encourage you to be more aware and critical regarding how and where you share your personal information. In the digital context, the security of your information is as crucial as your own identity. We urge you to protect it digitally. Currently, the proper handling of personal data by companies is essential to ensure individuals' privacy. The question of how a company in Ecuador complies with organic law of personal data protection is critical. Below is a guide to evaluating companies' data protection. Initially, it is imperative to review the company's privacy policy. It must be clear and transparent, explaining comprehensively how personal data is collected, used, and protected. It is essential that a policy outlines the data processing purpose and how the data subject's rights can be exercised, and a procedure to revoke consent. Security certification seals indicate that a company has been evaluated by independent entities and complies with data security standards. It is important to verify the validity of these seals and the extent of the protection they offer. Interacting with the company provides an opportunity to clarify doubts about its privacy policies. A company committed to personal data protection will be willing to answer questions clearly and directly. The absence of a response or an evasive answer can be an indicator of deficient data protection practices. It is crucial to familiarize yourself with the ARCO Rights, Access, Rectification, Cancellation, and Opposition, granted by legislation to data subjects. A company that complies with the legislation will facilitate the exercise of these rights through clear and accessible procedures. Finally, it is necessary to inquire about the security measures the company has implemented to protect the personal data against unauthorized access, improper alterations, or loss. Asking specifically about security protocols and how data integrity is ensured is essential. By adopting a proactive approach in verifying how companies handle personal data, individuals not only protect their information but also contribute to promoting a culture of privacy respect. Personal data protection and privacy respect are fundamental components of individual rights in our society. In the current context, where personal information holds significant value, the organic law of personal data protection in Ecuador recognizes and guarantees a series of fundamental rights for citizens. These rights, collectively known as ARCO Rights, access, rectification, cancellation, and opposition, along with other complementary rights, provide a framework for the effective exercise of personal data protection. The right of access allows individuals to request information about which personal data is being processed, the origin of such data, and the specific purposes for its use. This facilitates complete transparency regarding the handling of personal information by entities. The right to rectification offers data subjects the possibility to correct or update their personal information, thus ensuring its accuracy and currency. This is essential for maintaining the data's protection in entities' records. The right of cancellation authorizes individuals to request the deletion of their personal data under certain conditions, preventing the misuse of their information in the future. The right to opposition allows individuals to object to the processing of their personal data when such processes contradicts their fundamental rights and freedoms. Additionally, the right to portability enables individuals to receive their personal data in a structured, commonly used, and machine-readable format, and to transfer that data to another entity without hindrance. Likewise, the right to be informed about any security breach that compromises the integrity of personal data is guaranteed, allowing individuals to take the necessary protective measures. Exercising these rights strengthens privacy protection and ensures respect for digital identity within the broad spectrum of the digital environment. Ecuadorian legislation empowers citizens to proactively manage their personal data. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are committed to guiding you in protecting your digital rights, ensuring constant respect for your privacy. If you have concerns about protecting your privacy or require assistance in exercising your rights, we are at your disposal to provide the necessary support. Remember, being informed is the first step towards empowerment in the digital age. In the digital environment today, where information is constantly exposed to risks of interception or manipulation, the protection of personal data becomes a critical imperative. How do entities in Ecuador ensure the security of this vital information? The answer lies in the implementation of technical and organizational measures established by the organic law of personal data protection. The first line of defense is data encryption, an essential technique that converts information into coded formats that can only be decrypted with a specific key. This method ensures that personal information is protected against unauthorized access, allowing only legitimate parties to access it. Access control is established to restrict access to personal information only to authorized users. This procedure verifies users' credentials, ensuring that only those with permission can consult or modify personal data. Regular audits are essential for maintaining data security. These systematic reviews identify and correct vulnerabilities, strengthening defenses against potential security breaches. Continuous information security training is crucial for those who manage personal data. This training ensures that staff are constantly updated on the best security practices and techniques, preparing them effectively to face security challenges. These measures prescribed by Ecuadorian legislation are mandatory and aim to provide robust protection for personal data. From data encryption to continuous training, each measure is a critical component in the effort that safeguards privacy. With knowledge of these security measures, we urge individuals to adopt an active role in protecting their own privacy. In case of suspicions of data security breach, it is crucial to act proactively. Remember, in the digital domain, the responsibility to protect personal privacy also lies with each individual. today's environment, where the management of personal data is fundamental, the organic law of personal data protection in Ecuador establishes a legal framework that allows individuals to effectively control their personal information. But how can this control be practically exercised? The first step is to identify the entity responsible for your data. Whether it is a company, a public institution, or any other organization that has collected your information, it is essential to address them with a specific request entailing the right you wish to exercise, including access, rectification, cancellation, opposition, or portability of your data. This request must be precise and detailed, clearly specifying which personal data you wish to manage and how you would like to be processed. The law obliges the entity to provide a clear and free procedure to respond to your request, thus ensuring that your petition is processed efficiently and without additional costs. Once the request is submitted, the entity has a legal deadline to issue a response. This deadline is crucial to know when you can expect a resolution to your demand. If the response is not satisfactory or it is not received within the stipulated time, the law empowers you to seek further resource. The Regulation and Control Agency of Personal Data in Ecuador acts as a supervisory authority where you can lodge a complaint or seek further advice. Exercising your rights over your personal data is a process that, although it may seem complex, it is essential to ensure your privacy and security in the digital realm. With the support of legislation and adequate mechanisms, you can ensure proper management of your personal information. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are committed to providing the support and guidance needed to navigate this process, ensuring that your rights are respected. We invite you to take an active stance in managing your privacy. Do not allow your personal data to be handled without your explicit consent. Exercise your right and protect your information. For more information or assistance, do not hesitate to contact us. Remember, being well informed is the first step towards empowering the digital environment. For more tips and guides on personal data protection, subscribe to our channel. We have together explored the field of personal data protection, analyzing how Ecuadorian legislation provides mechanisms to protect our privacy in the digital environment, from ARCO Rights to security obligations that entities must fulfill. Each element contributes to a strengthening our autonomy over personal information. At In Solidum Lawyers, defending your digital rights is our professional commitment and one of our greatest motivations. Our goal is to provide advice, protection, and empowerment throughout this process. Privacy is a fundamental right, and we are dedicated to ensuring its enforcement. If our analysis of data protection has piqued your interest, we invite you to join our digital community. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with those who, like you, consider their privacy a priority. Your participation is vital in this dialogue. We encourage you to leave your question or comments and to be part of this conversation. We are ready to attend to you and offer responses. It is important to remember that in the digital realm, being informed is equivalent to being empowered, and your privacy is one of your most valuable possessions. Do not let your personal information be compromised. And in Solidum Lawyers, your digital security is our main concern. Until we meet again, we encourage you to stay safe and exercise your rights with confidence. Until next time.